immigrants looking for a new start in Canada. It all began back in 1952 when one of my grandmother's sisters had immigrated to Canada and told stories about this place called Toronto. Finally convinced my grandparents to make the decision to move away from their home and leave their families behind. They were married on May 29, 1958. Three days after they were married, my grandmother made her way to Canada by ship, leaving my grandfather behind till she got all the paperwork in order for her husband to immigrate to Canada. 6 months later, my grandfather made his way over by plane. Life was not easy in the beginning. 3 families lived together in one house. My grandparents, her sister, and her brother. They did not speak the language, nor did they have any real skills to find a good job in the beginning. My grandmother found a job working in a zipper factory for 55 cents an hour for 7 years. My grandfather worked in a steel factory for 4 years. During that time, he observed and learned how to drive a crane. When he finally got his license for a crane operator, he then joined the construction industry. The next 4 years were filled with changes in my grandparents' life. With the new job came their first child in 1962 and a new home in 1963, and where they settled their roots for a few years at 103 Atlas in Toronto. A second child was then born in 1968, that being my mother. They moved a few more times before making Maple their permanent home in Maple. My grandmother then decided to be an official Canadian citizen on February 18, 1970. My mother graduated from York University in 1991, where she met my dad, John Borges, on August 1, 1992. They married on March 16, 1997. Settled their roots in Maple, where they had 2 children, myself on August 9, 1997, and my sister on January 10, 2001. Looking back at my grandparents' hardships has really made me very proud of them and give me hope for my future. With that in mind, it strengthens my beliefs to pursue my dreams of becoming a lawyer and being a successful student and person in my place in Canadian history.